Black History Month is not a month that I celebrate. It is a month that I honor.
Harriet later encountered that she was lashed 5 times before breakfast.
I said, we're here in honor of Black History Month, right?
She carried the scars for the rest of her life.
I want you to think about how it felt to be a man and to watch his wife taken away from him.
The most severe injury occurred when Tubman was an adolescent.
I want you to imagine a parent. How many parents do I have in here? Watch your child grow up. You stood by them in the midst of slavery and all the things that were thrown at you during those times, working in the fields, picking cotton, washing other people's clothes, eating pig slop, whatever it was, and you did the best that you could, but you watched your child grow up until they were strong and able to stand on their own, and then the master came and stole them from you.
When Harriet refused to do so, the overseers threw a 2-pound weight that struck her in the head.
If we could just tap into our feelings, tap into what went on back then, we would never walk around using the N-word again.
She also experienced, during this time, intense dream states. Hallelujah. This comes from her religious expression. See, God was in the plan.
In kind of a way, Black History Month, y'all may not like this, was just something else that they gave us.
How fast we forget those lynch mobs and scars.
We have come together today to pay homage to our forefathers and to those who have set the tone long before us.
We were forced into labor and then forced into graves. We were branded and bombed with chains, brace, and lock. The N-word was used to take guilty out of blame because it made us inhuman to be killed with no shame.
I want you to believe that Black history is no longer being made. It's being made every single day. We need to start honoring our people while they're alive.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have someone in the church today that's here that has had top 10 hits on the charts. They have received awards from all over the world. Some of you have danced to some of their songs. I had someone who was recognized at one time as one of the best, if not the best, drummers in all of the entertainment industries. Brother Thomas McConnell, who is one of the creators and founder of the recording group called Sky.
This thing here is about love. You don't enter into the music business without love. So,
how many of you have heard of the Black Panthers? Yeah. That's what you remember, right? Yeah. Did you know that they were not the first Black Panthers? Yeah. Did you know that they borrowed the name? They borrowed the name from the 761st Black Panther Tank Battalion. Of World War II. There were some popular people that were part of that battalion that everybody's heard of. One of them was a boxer. His name was Joe Louis.
Found out Joe Louis was there in our camp in the black area. And then I started opening my big mouth. Now, if we had to go over to the white area to do menial tasks like policing up and kitchen mechanics and stuff like that, did you lose half the dues?
Another one was a baseball player. His name was Jackie Robinson.
Baseball great Jackie Robinson was in 761st. Here he is right here.
Well, Jackie Robinson, he came to us as a second lieutenant. Well, what happened when he got on the bus to go to town, they told him to sit in the back. And so this brought about this confrontation between the driver and Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson wouldn't get up and move. Those days, the white drivers, they all had permission to carry pistols. But Jackie, he had a lot of nerve. I tell you, he did. He said, no, I'm not moving.
You know who else was a part of that battalion? Mr. McConnell Sr.
World War II.
His father. His father was a part of history.
Come out fighting. The 761st official history. This book contains the names of enlisted men in the battalion and their home addresses as of April of 1945.
The 761st was given the task to break the lines and to tear down the wall. Nobody else could do it.
We had pride in ourselves. We didn't need any of that other inspiring remarks. We didn't need that. I told you before what our motto was, come out fighting. We were serious about that.
You had to take care of business.
As a matter of fact, they had heard that there were these black ghosts coming. And they were afraid. They almost gave up when they seen these black men that were brown on one side and white on the other. They had never seen anything like it.
The 761st Tank Battalion participated in capturing towns. That was a very, very important objective because they captured the town which contained the only bridge passable for armor.
The short version is, because of this battalion, they not only broke through the lines, but they were the essential factor that won the war.
And because of the 761st action, the 4th Armored Division was able to cross the Selle River.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
That war would not have been won had it not been for this group of black strong men that wouldn't quit and who were operating under the worst odds.
Patton had given his traditional speech, but the 761st was no traditional
He
unit.
swept snow off the ground and he stuck his ear to the ground and he looked up and he said, "Panzers, mount up."
The worst thing I saw in combat was seeing my own men killed.
There was a sniper down in a hole, and he was going to pop us all off. But all I did was just took my Tommy gun and right down his back, I just emptied it.
We lost 5 men in one tank.
Something you just don't want to remember.
That by itself should be motivation and inspiration to us.
Yes.
Not to quit, even in the worst situations.